The US is known for having lots of fairs, carnivals, and expositions. While fairs over here are not as glamorous as the fairs in Europe, they still draw large crowds to visit them every year. Today we'll be counting down the top 5 most popular fairs, carnivals, and exhibitions in the US. We will be specifically looking at their rides and the showmen that bring them. 5. The Arizona State Fair in Phoenix, Arizona attracted 1,384,000 guests in 2022. The fair first started in 1884 and has been held continuously since 1946, with the exception of 2020. The fair takes place in October, and the rides are provided by the rather famous Ray Kamek Shows, or RCS. RCS will make another appearance on this list later on. RCS is known for their unique and thrilling fairground rides that are of similar quality to rides found in Europe. Some of their best rides include a KMG Tango named Tango, a Himalaya ride with its rider vehicle cover still attached named Rave Wave, and a technical park Pegasus 16 named OMG. A visit to this fair is sure to transport you to a similar environment to what can be found overseas, and it's a must visit for any US fair enthusiast. 4. Eastern States Exhibition, or the Big E, in West Springfield, Massachusetts attracted 1,603,000 guests in its 17 days of operation in September and October of 2022. The fair has been running since 1917, and the rides are provided by North American Midway Entertainment, or NAME. NAME is one of the largest showmen in the US. They are known for their large selection of rides, including a brand new 150-foot tall Basixx Ferris wheel. They also have a technical park Loop Fighter 360, which is somewhat rare and a very intense ride. In 2023, they will be adding a brand new KMG X-Drive to their collection. This will be the first of its kind ride in the US, and it's sure to be a big hit, much like most KMG rides. If you live in the northeastern US, the Big E is a must-attend event to see what American fairs can really offer. 3. Minnesota State Fair in Falcon Heights, Minnesota is the most popular fair in the US by daily attendance, attracting 1,842,000 guests in its 12 days of operation in 2022. That's over 153,000 guests per day. That number of guests per day is unheard of even at the largest permanent amusement parks in the US, who on their busiest days may reach a third of that number. To support this high volume of guests, the fair has resorted to a European model for their rides, offering individual spaces on the fairgrounds for sale to independent showmen and ride-providing companies. This style of midway is known as an independent midway, and it provides a much wider variety of rides, as well as usually a higher quality of rides due to increased competition between showmen. In addition to several impressive independent rides that rotate every year, the fairground is home to several permanent attractions, such as a sky slide, a Von Roll observation tower, a haunted house, and 2 sky rides, with one of them being a classic Von Roll sky ride, one of only a few left operating in the world. The Minnesota State Fair is an impressive operation no matter how you look at it, but its collection of rare and exciting rides makes it a must-visit for ride enthusiasts. 2. Houston Livestock Show and Exhibition in Houston, Texas welcomed over 2,417,000 guests between February 28th and March 20th, 2022. Many medium-sized seasonal amusement parks do not even attract that many guests over their entire operating season, and that's not without reason. The event features a rodeo and several concerts. The full event is impressive, but its midway provided by RCS Shows is also extremely impressive. As mentioned before, RCS Shows has one of the best midways out there. When they bring it to Texas, they also often bring a Fabry Evolution owned by Bishop Amusements that travels with RCS. This is one of the last rides of its kind, and it's one of the most intense fair rides ever made. The RCS midway at this show has proven to be so popular that the event organizers even sell skip-the-line wristbands that can be used on the RCS rides. This is something usually only found at amusement parks, but due to the high demand at this event, the program was implemented successfully. If you're in Texas, consider yourself lucky to have one of the most popular and best fairs in the country. 1. State Fair of Texas in Dallas, Texas. It's fitting that the biggest state also has the 2 biggest fairs in the US. The State Fair of Texas drew over 2,547,000 guests between September 30th and October 23rd, 2022. Though the fair has had a rough and controversial history, it has really started to thrive in the 21st century. With the fair's mascot Big Tex observing, the fair has grown its rides collection over the years. Much like the Minnesota State Fair, it features an independent midway, made up of individual showmen who bid for places for each of their rides at the fair. This, combined with the fair's huge size, means that it has the largest variety of intense and unique fairground rides in the US. The fair is frequently home to several amazing rides, like a Huss Flipper owned by Helm & Sons Amusements and a Mondial Shake named Magnum owned by Wood Entertainment. With the rides at the fair being contracted out to individual showmen, the list of rides provided can change from year to year, but you can be sure that any visit is sure to provide one of the largest varieties of rides in the entire world. The US fairground scene may not be as glamorous as the European fairs, but the most popular fairs in the country not only pull in more people in a few short days of operation than many amusement parks, but they also offer a ride collection that can be compared to fairs overseas. Fairs in the US had a record year in 2022, and they show no signs of slowing down in 2023. The most popular fairs in the US also feature the best rides by some of the greatest showmen in the US.